If nothing unexpected happened, he got sucked too, but it was just a daydream. Just as floor 7 was about to strike, floor 6 unexpectedly kicked him away with a swift foot, and from that precise moment on, 8 people split into 2 factions. Floor 6 broke every phone and locked the common area to prevent rebellion. This meant they couldn't shop. Floors 1 to 3 and 5 formed the base, while 6 and 8 colluded. Floor 4 agreed for a better life. Believe it or not, the brainiac from floor 7 also jumped ship. He came in and laid down the new game rules. The bottom 4 serve as timers under the elite 4, enforcing brutal kindness. Days passed, the game grew more vicious. Beaten souls had to gamble coins for food. This led to them barely scraping by daily, and while they attempted a grand rebellion, hunger made floor 5 ultimately give in. Floor 3 even thought about ending it all to escape this unfair game, but alas, they felt forced to keep playing. Trapped, they starved daily. After rebellions, floor 5 compromised silently while floor 3 pondered suicide to end the endless game. However, one day he received a note from floor 1 suggesting rebellion, discovering Jian Songkao could impersonate a man. Unfortunately, as he proposed it, floor 7 sneakily told floor 3 that Jian Songkao tends to make noise, leaving the rebellious trio utterly baffled. Could floor 7 have a change of heart? The trio, tortured, ignored his intent. Today, they finally decided to act. Floor 1's old uncle suddenly yelled out loudly, "Hey," which swiftly drew the attention of the top floor quartet. Fearing an accident, floor 6 handed his stun gun to floor 8. In floor 1's room, he found the uncle in pain, unable to move. Floor 6 cautiously stepped in to check on him. "Don't move." The odds were originally in their favor with 3 men, but because of the prolonged torment they had endured and the insufficient food they had consumed, even when they combined forces, they couldn't overpower him. Floor 3 even attempted an escape by opening the door. Blocked by the stun gun from floor 8, floor 6 took it to punish them when floor 7 suddenly spoke up. "Kaoyon, Kaiaguo, It turned out that floor 7 had quietly and surreptitiously tampered with the stun gun's battery during the commotion. After the sabotage, the lower classes seized control. The fate of the top 4 is obvious. Floor 1's uncle now rides him. The twisted game on floor 8 caused their suffering. Yet, floor 1's old man softened, unable to harm women. He ended up venting a bit on floor 6, and they released floor 7, thanks to whom they finally managed to escape. Later, they took the 3 to their rooms and, reaching the 8th floor penthouse, were instantly awestruck by the view. This place was more luxurious than a 6-star hotel, with everything imaginable. Floor 2 found a mysterious toy, floor 3 too. Strange item like dental floss. Caution. Floor 1's man was astounded to see floor 8 earn 21.9 billion won. Finally, the 4 enjoyed a feast at the table. They wanted to toast, but the alcohol was overpriced, despite floor 8's wealth. They couldn't splurge. They decided to buy alcohol-making tools. Seeing the price, they asked floor 8, "Do you really need it?" "Floor 1, can you save some?" "I love drinking," said floor 1. "Can't you just work this out?" "Because I really like drinking." In the end, they acted in accordance with the instructions, and managed to brew an exquisite baijiu. Though floor 1 still hadn't scraped together 1 billion won, the rest resolved to leave as the time ran out. As the last minutes ticked down, they reluctantly bid farewell, heading back to claim rewards. Disaster-struck minutes turned into 45 hours. The 5 gathered in the hall, suspecting foul play. They searched every room and found floor 4 missing a tooth. He had no clue who did it. Floor 6 toenails were yanked out. "How could you make me do this? What you are doing is just too hard." This was too funny. The 5 began to suspect each other because the culprit had to be one of them. Floor 2 initially pointed fingers at floor 6 because he's the smartest here. Maybe floor 1's old man who needs cash most, though floor 3 isn't out of the question. Someone didn't want the game to end, but nobody confessed. Eventually, floor 2 locked all men inside. Released them when game time expired, preventing time cheating. Yet he overlooked floor 5's big sister. Now, only he roams freely. The lively hall grew quiet. The longer he waited, the more he hallucinated. Dazed, he reached floor 6, asking, "Were 4 and 8 here?" "I saw them freed." Floor 6's face was a complete blank, but after a moment of contemplation, he finally figured it out. It's floor 2. They've had some serious disagreements all along. Floor 2 will come back to kill him. Floor 6 cried, while floor 5 hugged him tightly, eschewing him. Ultimately, floor 5 freed this beast of floor 6 just as the time was running low. Everyone celebrated game rewards as floor 2 flew in, confronted by floor 5's sister, who repeatedly attacked until slamming him down. Finally, floor 5 realized it was all just a dream. He was tricked by floor 6 Slizaski, and floor 8 dove back into the game. They again became targets of teasing, except for the loyal one on floor 4, the others were tied up again, thanks to floor 5's big sister for her heroic rescue. Floor 6 even treated her especially well, starting investigations as they all shifted the blame. None dared admit it. Then, he pulled out a revolver for Russian roulette. Floor 6 loaded it, starting with floor 2. He was the first to face the music and lucked out, but floor 6 was not letting it slide easily. After nearly finishing off floor 2, it was now floor 7's turn.